Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Robinson. I'm the Executive Director of RISE, and I'm here to talk to you about our new challenge that we're just launching, our Blue Ridge Regional Resilience Challenge. Before we get into this, I'll just let you know that on our website there are several documents of much more detailed information here. What we want to do here over the next 15, 20 minutes or so is go over the high level stuff, introduce you to what we're trying to do, and as well as how you might go about with your team thinking about how to enter the challenge. First of all, we've run three challenges. This is our third challenge in the Blue Ridge region in the western part of the state, as shown in the white part of the map down at the bottom right. The first couple we've just done smaller pilots trying to address the issues. We've spent the past 2 or 3 years engaging with the communities out there, understanding really what their problems are, how their communities are affected by flooding, rainfall, landslides, debris, with high winds and heat, and understanding what they would need in order to protect themselves and to manage these threats. So this is the third one, and it started off, as I mentioned, in a sort of limited geographical area, but now we're spreading out the solutions to the entire Blue Ridge region, the western part of the state. And just on a national level, this is FEMA's riverine flooding map. And you can see we're focused for this challenge in this region here, all the way up there. And there's obviously some flooding region, but what you can see also is all the way up and down the Appalachians here is subjected to riverine flooding, as is the central part of the country and not inconsiderable parts of the western part. So this is a problem that is national and even international, as we saw. Certainly with Helene, it was multi-state. And we saw with the flooding in Texas in July 4th last year, it certainly affected that region. So this solutions that we find in this area will also need to be replicable and extendable to other regions. That's very important. When you submit an application to us, we look at six major evaluation tools or areas. The first one is the comprehensive risk assessment to make sure that you are actually addressing a real and understood risk, and you understand the vulnerability and the effect it has on the community. We also want to make sure that your solution will be innovative and scalable for other communities. We don't want to just solve one town's problems. We need to make sure that you understand about community engagement. This is a very important part of our program. We build our challenges around community need, and everything that is done in the challenges is with the local communities, the governments, the businesses, the local leaders, etc. Uh, we understand from your solution how it affects and improves the resilience and adaptation of a town or a region facing these types of threats. And we also want to know what your economic financial model is for your product. So as we after you've spent our funding, that we understand that you have a pathway towards sustainability. And sixth, and certainly not the least, is we need to make sure that you are set up and organized in such a way to manage a funding mechanism like our contract, in particular financial reporting, financial tracking, that sort of thing. We can help with that, but we need to understand where you are and where your weak points might be. And it may well be that there are none, but that's something that we will take into account. Application process is pretty straightforward. We're looking for initial submissions, and we have dates here. The submissions are due. I'm just looking for you here. March 20th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Provide us details about your solution and its potential impact. The application link is on our website. Um, you will receive if you are picked to present to the panel, you will be what's called a semi-finalist. You will receive feedback from us and experts in areas that need to be refined or explained in greater detail in the presentation. So you'll get some feedback from us on that. You will present, a semi-finalist will present on April 27th, 2026. And that will be done virtually, but will be done to the evaluation panel. We will pick between 3 and 5 semi-finalists to go on to the next step. We will provide them between 30 and 50K thereabouts in order to um, fill in any financial or accelerator needs, but also to take their program to the next step, whereby then we pick a winner selected from the semi-finalists. So it's sort of a two-stage process. We are there to help you through that and support you, but we don't know how many solutions we get. Typically, we get about 25 submissions and whittle it down to 8 to 10 semi-finalists, and from there down to about 2 or 3 or 4 winners. So we really don't know until we get in there. We've got a fixed amount of money, and we'll try and get as many companies involved as we possibly can. But the amounts that I mentioned are rough figures. So why should you apply? Well, if you're in this business or if you have an idea and you want to get into the business of protecting communities, um, this is your chance. This is your chance to work with a real life community with a real life problem and demonstrate your solution. You'll also get a fair amount of access to resources from us, funding, mentorship, networking opportunities, as well as access to government employees that are in key areas for your program. It also provides a way to expand your reach from your current uh, market area into a much different region, and a very large region where there's a lot of need. You also become part of our community, our alumni community of innovators and experts and stakeholders addressing riverine flooding, not only within the RISE companies, but with all the other organizations that we interface with. And you will receive recognition for your efforts and support in scaling up your solution for maximum impact. We don't want these pilot programs to just be pilot programs. We're very invested in helping them become actual products and implemented. We're going to award up to $300,000 in non-equity funding. That number, again, depends on the number of companies applying and how many semi-finalists and finalists we get. Again, it's non-equity. We do not take an equity stake or a board position in the company. But we do request that we get paid back from revenues from the product. That allows us to be sustainable, to keep doing these types of challenges, and to recycle the funds, if you will. You will get access to real world infrastructure and pilot sites and the people that work them. So you will get huge knowledge base there. We have an accelerator curriculum, a customized accelerator curriculum. If you need it, we'll provide that. We also have assorted PR and media outlets and opportunities that we can offer, as well as introductions to experts and stakeholders that we know, and also the rest of our alumni community. They're great. They're very involved. They're really smart, and It's a really great community to be a part of. And last but certainly not least, we will provide you help with any regulatory or permitting issues that you may have as part of your program. Timeline is, as mentioned, February, mid-March. We'll be having webinars weekly-ish, and support. So that gives you an opportunity to talk to the people that we have as guests on the webinars and ask any questions. Submission deadline, March 20th, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We will announce the semi-finalists April 6th. Deadline for their submissions is April 20th. And April 27th is when we'll be having the pitch presentations to the judging selection committee. They'll be done virtually, and we'll announce the finalists and our funding levels on May 4th. This is a summary of what we've done so far since we ran our first challenge in 2018. We've run 12 innovation challenges. Funded over 40 solution pilot programs, fund at about over $10 million in our funding. Collectively, the companies have gone on to raise over $48 million from private sources for their business after our funding. Challenge topics, just briefly, much more detail on the web, but we're very interested in pre-event recovery. Post-event recovery. That's landscape remediation, removing debris, protecting the communities from a damaged landscape so as they don't flood even worse the next time around. Integrated resilience solutions are important. There's a lot of really good ideas out there, and some of these emergency management groups are the resource limited in terms of people and time they have to piece all these things together. If they fit it together in a seamless way, it's much more appealing and easier for them. And it's also if they're being procured through a government contract, then it makes it a lot easier if they can be rolled up into one. You only have one contract to manage and not multiple. That's an important piece. And finally, we want to look at the resilience value case. There's a number of models out there, again, all in the applicant website, the applicant guidelines. There's a number of value cases that should be looked at. If we can establish, or if a company can establish a suitable value case beyond just avoiding losses of property and buildings, etc., then that could be a catalyst to attract additional investment to the regions to help stand them up in a way that adds value to the communities and to the region itself. Those are the three main topic areas. So we will be having upcoming webinars through March. More details will be coming on our website, and today's attendees for watching this recording, you will receive email updates about future sessions. What I will say is, in order to apply, go to the website, the application to the application form itself. But you can also take what we're calling a screener questionnaire. If you're not sure if your application or if you are suitable for the program, you can take this 4 or 5 question questionnaire and see what the answers are to give you some guidance as to whether it's worthwhile you entering or not. And if you're still unsure about it, feel free to reach out to us and we'd be happy to talk to you about it some more. We want to help you with that. After this recording, there will be a live Q&A afterwards. So please stick around for that. And you can ask me questions about anything I've said today or about the future process. And that's it. Thank you all very much for your time. And we're available now to answer your questions.